Most men have a porn addiction, and it's really sad, but it's true. Most men are addicted to it. And addiction just means you do it every day or more. So like, just accept that that is the truth, and accept that you're not like abnormal to have a porn addiction. And it's shit. Like it's one of the worst ones to have, and it's so damaging. Like the downside, the shame that you get, the reduction in energy, the reduction in sex life, the reduction in testosterone. Like it's just like you're shooting yourself in the foot every single night when you do that. And I want to share with you the benefits that could come with just abstinence, which basically just means not touching your dick for a period of time. There are big benefits that it can have, like especially like your self-esteem. It's not just a physical thing, so it's not just testosterone, it's also like mental, just thinking yourself that like being less shameful basically. And I want to share with you the benefits kind of in order. So when you do 7 days of abstinence, of not touching downstairs, the first 3 days, I would say days 1 to 3 is like the highest friction, the highest temptation. Like I remember the first time I did this years ago, and the first days are the hardest because it's a habit that's so like deeply engraved into your routine, and it's so normal for you to do that. And so stopping doing that, you get like kind of skitty and like a drug addict, you need another hit. And that's just the hardest period. So that's when the friction and the temptation is the highest. When you get past day 3, you'll find that it gets a bit easier. And the benefits, you start to see them. You start to have more energy, you start to have more drive, you start to even feel the testosterone boost. Like when you get to day 4, you start to feel it. And then after day 7, it plateaus. So that's kind of what it looks like. So it goes up and up and up and then plateaus, and then we'll just keep going flat. And then a backed scientist, Andrew Huberman, actually said that when you do this is one of his longer format episodes on testosterone and estrogen. When you do this, you get an up to a 400% increase in testosterone up to day 7, and then it plateaus. So obviously it looks like that. So a 400% increase in testosterone. I mean, that is ridiculous. Like the first time I heard that, I didn't even believe it. But it's true. And you'll see this when you do it yourself. You'll see the kind of self-esteem increase as well as your testosterone. Like the mental benefits that you get from this are actually, I would say, better than the testosterone benefits. Like it's obviously a temporary increase in testosterone, and I think after 7 days it actually even goes down when you go do it for longer. But the initial restraint from it has a huge benefit. I've talked to a lot of different people who have this issue, and I obviously I'm not really surprised to how common it is, but I think you'd be surprised as to how many people are like this. And it's kind of like a pure energy drainer, especially when you don't have any like constant normal female interaction. It's such an energy drainer because it just sucks up your masculine drive, really. And you just need to see all of this as just pure evil, because that's the only way you'll be kicked to stop doing it. And I have guides in my online course that follow principles from Atomic Habits. If you don't know, that's like a habit and productivity book. And I've got a set path to destroy this in my online course following Atomic Habits. And it's a habit, right? So the first thing you need to understand is this is a habit. So there are 4 things that you can do with a habit to break a bad habit. And they are: make it invisible, make it difficult, make it unattractive, and make it unsatisfying. And there are some things you can do, like using ad blockers, even though I'm not a huge advocate for them, because there's always ways to get around them. But making it unsatisfying, specifically using something like a habit tracker, which is like an electronic accountability partner. A habit tracker, when you do this the right way, there are several things you need to check off each day, regardless of the day. And if one of those, where if you use like a fully customizable resource and app like Notion, you can obviously edit all the bits of the habit tracker. If one of those is don't jerk off, as simple as that, and you tick everything off in that day except that last one, you'll feel this like weird like pain or just uncomfortableness because you haven't ticked off all those things on the habit tracker. I have a complete habit tracker course and template that you can download for free on my free course that you can find in the description. I just want to help people. And so that is one of the best ways to have an accountability partner, but not someone there sitting you, just watching you all the time. It's like an electronic one that you check every day. This is a habit that you can, and a routine that you can just slot in so easily, that you can just so easily destroy this habit with. So that's something that I would hugely recommend. If you want my personal help, just join the free program and we can get our one-to-one free call booked, which I'm doing with all new members. So I really found that useful, just to show you the benefits and that it is actually worth it. Like a 400% increase in testosterone is pretty ridiculous if you think about it. Not just that, but also the mental, the less shame, the higher self-esteem, the higher confidence, and the even decreased anxiety. So I hope you found that useful, and until next time.